Welcome to the House of Wise podcast, where we talk about life, relationships, and the questions that we're all trying to answer. This isn't about having the answers. It's about being real, figuring things out, and having conversations that are just honest. So whether you're here for something light, something real, or just to feel a little less alone in your thoughts today, you're in the right place. Welcome in,
Yeah, you
everybody.
are.
My name is Tommy. I am here with my beautiful wife, Eden.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Hey, hello. Oh my gosh, how are you doing, Ed?
I'm doing good, man.
I know it's been a minute since we've done this. Like, it's been what, almost 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot's happened in that time. I know we kind of threw out in the last podcast that we would have something out last week, but time crept up on us. We weren't able to film a podcast. And so we're here. We're here now. That's
Now
what
we're here,
matters.
yeah.
So yeah, let's get started. Like, let's hop into the core memory of the week this week. What is your core memory this week?
Um, so this week was a pretty normal week for me. Nothing crazy exciting. But I did start reading a comic book. Like, I haven't really dove into that genre of reading, and so it was really enjoyable to pick up a comic book and experience a story more through like pictures. So in preparation for the Odyssey movie, I got an Odyssey comic book, like visual novel. So that's been really
Okay.
cool. It was kind of funny though. Like, I've been going through it. I'm like, oh yeah. Odysseus or whatever. And now, after reading like almost 100 pages, he's getting into his story. Like, I was just watching like the before title screen, pretty much.
So, are you reading this in like preparation to go see the Odyssey?
Yeah, kind of. I
Do
mean, I don't
you?
know if I'll finish it before I go see it, but yeah.
Okay, that was what I was gonna ask next. Is like, how long do you think before you're able to see it, and are wanting to finish that book before you go see the movie?
I mean, I think I kind of want to, because I actually don't know how long the like original story is, like how long
Mhm.
it would take to read it. And I feel like this is kind of just like a Cliff Notes version, because a lot of the characters that I've met so far will just like do exposition. Like, oh yeah, we like this thing, or we did this thing. And it doesn't like go into the detail of what I'm sure the Odyssey actually does. So I feel like it's a good introduction of like kind of knowing what's going on in the
Yeah.
Odyssey, because I feel like a lot happens from the little that I know about it. So I guess just
Are you
having
saying
an
that this
idea of like
isn't
where's the story going.
so are you saying that the what you have, like the graphic novel is not like the actual story?
It is the story, but I feel like it's a summary of the story, or just like the very surface level of it.
Which is interesting that you say that because, I mean, just hearing that you've read X amount of pages and you've read for so long and you're just getting through the title, like, title credits, essentially, like, the prologue of the story, I would assume that it would be the entire story. Like, I can't wait for you to get to the part where he chains himself to the mast of his ship. So,
Wait,
it's gonna be
what?
fun. Do you not know the story?
No, I do not. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah.
Like,
I'm not gonna
so
ruin it for you,
yeah,
but just know he chains himself to the mast of his ship at one
spoilers.
point, and it's a really in-depth story. It's really cool. I wanna read this to you really quick. I saw
Okay.
a tweet earlier that's a synopsis of the movie The Odyssey. It's Jason Bourne has been lost at sea for years. His wife, Catwoman, is desolate and being coveted by Batman. Bourne's son, Spider-Man, went to look for his father with the help of the Punisher. So, I'm I'm excited, like, from, like, a superhero standpoint, this movie is gonna be right up my alley.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so
That's so funny.
I also saw
Oh,
another tweet
man.
today, where it was it was like the ending scene of the Odyssey, where it was literally just cut from um, The Dark Knight Rises, where
Yeah.
it's like Michael Caine sitting there and he's at the cafe. He looks over and nods because he sees Bruce Wayne, but it's Matt Damon instead, and
Yeah.
it's Matt Damon and um, what's her name playing Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so they're at the table and he looks over and he's like, and I'm like, you know what? Perfect. Absolute cinema, you know?
And Batman
So
will return.
oh yeah, and at the end it cuts to the credits and it says like the Odyssey will return in Avengers Doomsday. And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
that was good. That was good. Um,
That's so
so
good.
I love
But
it.
yeah,
I love the meme.
maybe I'm just not, like, familiar enough with comic books and just, like, how they operate, I guess, that, like, you might be right that it is the whole story and the depth
Can
of
you
the
say that one
story,
more time?
but it's in picture,
Sorry, can
and
you
so
say
it's
that one more
weird.
time? I didn't hear you.
Oh, um, that maybe I'm not familiar enough with comic books?
No, it wasn't that part. It was the other part that
What?
started with, like, you, and then you cut out.
I don't know. Dude, I have the worst memory ever. Don't ask me to repeat
You said
stuff.
this, like, 3 seconds ago. Y'all, if you're watching this right now, I would like to just let's go back, rewind to the part where she
Uh-huh.
said, "You are" insert, fill in the blank.
Right? I
That's
don't
it, that's the
know.
one, that's what you said. You're like, You're right," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, that felt too good.
Oh
That
my
felt
goodness.
too good. I needed to hear it one more time." So,
Mhm.
anyways, uh, sorry. You can
Now I'm
keep
not
going.
gonna remember what I was talking about.
Oh my Odyssey, apparently. Me being right.
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm. Oh my goodness.
What?
What?
You made
You
me
were
forget my train
talking.
of thought, man.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll pop
just
into
that,
my
like
core memory of the week because you can't remember what yours was.
okay.
Mine mine is honestly, it was going on a walk this week. We went on like a 4-mile walk.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I've been trying to do is just get in shape. Like so I went to the dentist this week and essentially what happened is the dentist puts the cuff on me for blood pressure. I get my blood pressure checked, see like a stage 1 hypertension number, and I'm like, been here before. That just means I need to get up, active, start moving, exercise. And so we go on
Mhm.
we I overcorrect, right? Like that's what I do. I like to overcorrect on things and we leaned into a 4-mile walk and it was
Oh,
hot
that's what
outside.
it ended up being?
Yeah, it was like 4.5 miles.
Dang.
Like my Fitbit, my Garmin was like, "Hey, you walked a lot." And so, um, anyway, so yeah, at the end of the walk, typically after an exercise, I get back, heart rate starts to come down within like 10 minutes, right?
Mhm.
This is like 3, 4 hours in. I like move my pinky finger and like my heart rate jumps to like 140. And I'm like,
Dang.
wow. So as far as like my core memory of the week, I realized that maybe sometimes it's okay to ease into things. But at the same time, like build consistency. And so and I'm also doing like this thing where I'm building a cosplay for Fan Expo next year where
Ooh.
it's becoming like I'm building an entire theme, but I'm building a Batman cosplay and we're gonna be doing this live on my stream. If you guys aren't following, it's YB
Mm.
Hate Number on Twitch. But there's a series that we're gonna be doing. So like Instagram, TikTok, maybe some YouTube videos, but it's a series called Becoming Batman. And the reason is like
Cool.
primarily I want to get in shape. Like I've been struggling with diet, with exercise, with a combination of both. Like remember we went to the gym consistently for almost 2 years and I'm like the my body comp was the same. It never changed. Like the
Mhm.
muscles there, I worked out hard every single time. The diet was I mean, it was good and bad. You know, we enjoy a little too much pizza from time to time. Um,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, got to this point where I'm like, I need to do something. And so I'm actively doing this Becoming Batman series that's starting next week. And
Mm.
it's going to be a combo of exercise, diet, lifestyle changes, and then building this cosplay so that way I can be Batman at FanX next year. One, it's
Wow.
going to take me about that long to build the cosplay because it's all being built from scratch. I'm not buying anything that's pre-made, which I've done in the
Mhm.
past. Like, we've done some cosplays where, like, your Spider-Man, for example, or the Mysterio that I did,
Yeah.
where we bought everything kind of pre-packaged, put together, helmet, from different vendors, things like that. I want to build it all from scratch, and I've always wanted a bat suit. And I think next after the bat suit is going to be a Superman suit, which I've done in the past.
Wow.
Superman was the first suit that I ever made. Um, I'm
Oh.
a big Superman fan, nerd, and so it was the first cosplay I ever made out of some Under Armour when I was in high school. And
Did you have the trunks?
I did. And honestly, so I've thought about
Wow.
this design wise for both Batman and Superman cosplays. They're getting trunks. That is the proper way to do these characters.
What?
They are getting trunks.
Oh
Um,
my goodness.
and in the Batman, I think I want to lean into like a navy blue, and
Mm.
gray versus like the black or like the gray and black. For like a couple of reasons. One, like navy blue makes more sense for Batman than black. And there's a reason for that. Like,
Mm.
um, it does more to block out light and heat and stuff like that than black does. Black actually absorbs a lot of those. So like if
Yeah.
you're using like a thermal like camera, like let's say Gotham City, like the SWAT team that goes after Batman is wearing thermal goggles. Batman is easily visible if he's wearing them. All right. But navy blue does not reflect the same way. So for
Hmm.
me, I think navy blue makes more sense for Batman. So I'm gonna lean into the blue and gray version of the bat suit. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I've been watching a lot of like how to build, and then a couple of years ago, I got this book for I think it was for Christmas or for my birthday. Um, but I got these books on like how to build your own cosplay and armor and stuff like that. And so I'm really excited to really dive in, start building these things out, and share that with everybody. Maybe we have some photos, along the way. But in a year's time, you're definitely gonna see this guy in a bat suit. So excited.
Wow.
Um,
I love the name. It's
yeah.
so good. Yeah,
Well,
becoming Batman.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mentioned this on my live stream earlier this week, and one of my friends, like one of my friend Sarah, who honestly, I love this person. She's amazing. But she made this comment that finally somebody is using their money to become Batman, and I was like,
Yeah.
like yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be like the rich Batman, but I'm gonna be like the Timu version, whereas like instead of a batarang, maybe I'm throwing a toothbrush. So I don't know, like I can't afford a batarang, but like it is what it
Yeah,
is.
if the billionaires aren't gonna do it, someone's gotta do it.
Yeah, I did ask, like I talked to you about this. I was like, I want a motorcycle, and you're like, why? So that I can ride a motorcycle in a full bat suit and just like feel like Batman. You know how cool that would be? Is like bro, and your cape's flying in the background. Dude, that would be so sick. It's gonna happen. Sorry, just ahead of time.
Hmm.
I mean, and if it
I
let's
prefer a
maybe stay on the
Batmobile.
let's say on the Temu version still, like, it's maybe not a motorcycle, but it could be a moped, it could be a bike, like a bicycle, like, either
That
way,
would be so funny.
either
You, like,
way.
riding a
Like,
bicycle as
oh,
Batman down the
there's crime afoot. I'm on my way, and I'm, like, pedaling,
road.
Oh my gosh, it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to build this bat suit and to share that with everybody.
Oh, yeah, I think it's cool you're bringing everybody along for the ride.
It's honestly one of the most vulnerable things I think I've ever done. It's a lot to
Yeah.
like one, it's a lot to put yourself on the internet. Like doing this is a lot. Um,
Mhm.
like I think you open yourself up to literally everybody, anybody who clicks on this video. Um, and for me, I don't know about you, like with your live stream, but for me, there was a hurdle that I had to get over with doing internet, the live streaming or just putting myself out there, right? Is there's all of this. If you're online or in the online space, you hear about people getting canceled. You hear about like, oh,
Yeah.
that's the wrong opinion to have, blah 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 blah. I don't care, right? Like I really don't. But like at the end of the day, like s- I didn't realize that I would be slightly affected by some of those perspectives. And
Yeah.
at this point in time, I'm like, you know what? I'm confident in who I am. I should have been confident in who I was before. It shouldn't have affected me as much. But yeah, I'm just gonna say how I feel. That was like a hurdle to get over, like opening myself up to just being authentic
Oh,
in me.
yeah. That's
And
smart.
now this is like an extra step. It's like now I'm putting my personal insecurities on the internet, like, regarding weight and stuff, even though I've done a lot um to try and mitigate it. But you open yourself up to that where it's already an insecurity for me. Um and to put that on the internet, it's going to be a lot, and it honestly it does make me a little nervous, but at the same time um it's authentic, it's me, and honestly those are some of the things that um it's a struggle, like it's a constant struggle for me to feel like I'm improving myself, improving my body, and staying healthy. And we've talked about it, and you've seen me with some health challenges in the past, and it's one of those things where it's like I'm putting that, instead of just being you, like behind closed doors that understand or know this stuff, it's like now everybody's going to know my business. And I don't really want
Right.
all of that out there, but it's like that's what you open yourself up to. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the next level of authenticity.
Yeah. And the next stop after that, OnlyFans. Woo! It's going to be crazy.
What? Is that your end goal?
Yeah. Spread my butt cheeks online is my concho.
Oh
Um,
my goodness.
anyways, do you know that movie? Hmm? Hmm?
No.
No, you never seen Talladega Nights, dude.
Oh, it's
Um,
been forever, man. I have, but it's been so long.
yeah, I love it where he's like, I spread my butt cheeks my concho. I was
Oh,
like, you know, and honestly, sometimes like lines from Will Ferrell movies just like live rent free in my head. So it happens.
yeah.
Um,
I think the only thing that I like really remember from that movie is that he likes to pray to baby Jesus.
oh, I mean that's kind of like an iconic scene. Dear little baby Jesus,
Yeah.
2'6", your little swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. Like I like to picture my baby Jesus as the lead singer of a Led Zeppelin concert. He's wearing a tuxedo T-shirt 'cause he's like, uh, I want to be formal, but I also like to party. So, um, yeah, no, dude, Will Ferrell movies, not just Will Ferrell, but like, there's an entire era
There
of
is.
comedy movies that just live rent free in my head all the time, anytime. Um, when I was in the army, we used to play this game called "What's This From?" Like what I just did with you. It's like, hey, do you know what
Yeah.
that's from? Um, So, but we would do it back and forth. We would just spit lines at each other over and over and over and over again. And I can hang with like just about anybody. Just
I was
about
gonna
anybody on
say,
the list.
were you one of the people that knew like all the references?
Yes, because I benefited from being the youngest in my
Mm.
unit. Um, so the youngest who grew up on like movies from like my dad, my aunts, uncles, cousins, like everybody had like these movies that they would share with us, and so I had like a wide range of like things that I have seen, and
Oh.
most of it was comedy, like, for me personally, a lot was comedy, but, like, dramas and action movies, stuff like that, that was, like, them, and so, the ones that I would typically pull from were, like, Zoolander, I would pull things from, like, Austin Powers, I would pull from Step Brothers or, any Will Ferrell movie,
Can we just
just
become
kinda
best
pulling quotes.
friends?
Yup.
Yeah.
And, I mean, but there were like okay, so not to like get racial or anything, but I call these like the typical like the white kid movies. So like the Goonies, right? Like that one was like it took me forever. I didn't watch the Goonies growing up. That wasn't a movie that was introduced to me.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so stuff like that, it took me a while to like watch it and then like get to a point where I could like recall that these were quotes from those movies. So like
Mm.
if somebody really wanted to get me, they would get me from something that I never grew up watching. So
Yeah.
um
Sounds like
but
you're quite the cinephile.
I mean, you've known me now for how long? Would you say that that's inaccurate?
No.
Be because, like, I do. I enjoy movies. When I was single, like, growing up, I worked at a movie theater. I would go watch movies on my breaks all the time, and then in the army, like, sometimes, like, you're with the guys all the time. Sometimes you just want some alone time, and, like, my alone time was, like, I'm going to the movies. A lot of people think it's weird to, like, go to the movies by yourself, go to a restaurant by yourself. So
Mhm.
that honestly, I learned like, it was awkward for me at first because like, I would go to a restaurant and, like, be looking around as I was eating, like, "Why are they all watching me?" Um,
Right.
and, you'd go to a movie and, like, the concessions person would judge you, the ticket person would judge you, and I'm like, "I just like movies, dude." And now I think it's more common than it is, like, not, but,
Yeah.
yeah, I learned how to get comfortable by myself really early, and, movies were, like, the thing, and I've, growing up or from high school all the way through, to now or to before we got married, I would go to movies by myself, like, every other day, maybe a couple times a week. Um,
Wow.
so I've seen a lot of movies, like, I'm just a huge fan of the arts, and, I mean, it also helps that, like, I've been in one, like, uh, some of those things kind of, like, helped me to take that step into, like, "Hey, let me try my hand at some stuff." And so, like, I was in a movie, I was in a TV show, things like that. Um, and it just always had me interested because, like, I
Very
understand now, like,
cool.
the back end process of what those are like, and, it's just a lot of fun to be a part of. So, yeah, in
Yeah,
terms
I'm sure that you notice a lot more things in a movie having been in one than a layperson who just likes to go to movies.
Yeah, yeah, and I think one of the biggest things for me was like the when I came to the realization that like when you're watching a movie scene and you have two people having a conversation, they are not always in the same room.
Right.
Um, so it's like you'll have one person come in and they're acting to the camera, they're acting to like the stand-in, which is
Yeah.
not the actor. So in the stand-in, you only see like the backs of their heads or their side,
Yeah.
like the backside profile. So you don't ever really know that it's not that person. Um, and yeah, when you're there, you're in the process of making these like it's kind of crazy to see like both sides. Like you have one actor come in, do his lines, and then you have the other actor come in and do their lines. And then in scenes where they're together, you'll have, I mean, really it's seconds. It's not even minutes, it's seconds that you'll see them like face to face or like in the same shot together. Um and then everything else is like a stand-in.
Yeah, that's
From
crazy
it's pretty
to think
wild.
of that.
TV is a little bit different. TV is a little bit different. Like they don't have stand-ins on TV as
Oh,
regularly.
okay.
So when you see like a whole scene going down, um, they're trying to capture everything they can from different angles at the same time.
Well,
There was the TV show that I was on ABC. It was called I think it was Blood and Oil was what the final name ended up being of the TV show.
okay.
Um, but the working name was Boom. Um, and
Hmm.
so when we were filming this, I remember Don Johnson coming out early and he's like, it's going to be a long one. And he was there with us the whole day.
Huh.
Uh, we ran scenes over and over and over again. They're capturing it from different angles. And so for one scene, it would probably take us the entire day, about 16 hours. Um,
Wow.
and I mean, not one scene, but like for maybe 2 or 3 minutes of what you would see on the show, that would take us about 16 hours. On
Yeah.
film, like on a movie set, it's a little bit different. For seconds, to capture seconds, it took us like 12, 14 hours, which is
That's
insane. Like
crazy.
for a 30-second clip of that movie, you're working all day. Um, because yeah, they bring in stand-ins, they bring in different people to do different things, featured extras, and then um yeah, I mean they and the director has to like guide every movement that's happening in that shot, which is really cool to see. Like the amount of times I was told, all right, he's here, you're walking there, there's your mark. Like just look at that. Don't even look this like you're looking here or you look this way while you're walking this way. And it's like they have a specific vision for that shot. It's pretty cool. So,
Wow. The creativity, man.
yep, it's more than I can do. And like part of
Yeah.
my job is creating like not just content here, but like for work, like that's what I
Right.
do. I'm creating content. And right now we're working on some videos that I mean, for it took us about 3-4 hours to make a 2-minute video. And yeah, I mean the vision for that, um, I'm glad that I have a team who can think a little bit outside the box and apply some thought leadership to that process. Because as I'm thinking of it, I think of things like one way, and I need some feedback in order to like I guess make it what it ends up becoming.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I have a team who's is willing to put in the thought and the time to to building out something that works and that works for our business, but also works for the guest experience. So you wouldn't like I in rewatching these, you would think that it was a higher quality production than what it was. So,
Hmm.
um, all right. So today we're talking about some stuff. I've got a question for you.
Stuff.
Um,
Yeah. Lay it
we're
on
gonna
me.
talk about amusement parks today, which is pretty cool, and is because we
Ooh.
have a little bit to share on this topic from recent experience. But
Yeah.
to kind of go back, like if you could instantly teleport to any amusement park in the world right now, which one would it be, and what's the first ride you would run to?
Like a past amusement park that we've been to, or anyone we ever want to go to.
If you could teleport to any amusement park right now, which one would it be?
Hmm. I've heard a lot of cool things about Disneyland Tokyo, so I think it would be cool to go there. Uh, but I don't know the rides that are there, so I couldn't tell you that. But I do. There was like one ride in California Adventure in California, obviously. At that Disney theme park that I really liked. It was, I don't know the name of it, but it was a roller coaster where you like laid down on your stomach, and so you felt like you were flying with the roller coaster. It might have been like a Buzz Lightyear themed one. I don't remember. But if they have that at the Disneyland Tokyo, I would probably want to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I would assume like at a Disneyland that it would be pretty similar. Um, and I don't know that that's true, but like I've only been to like Disneyland here in the US, so but I would
Right.
assume it's similar. Like Walt Disney World's like Disneyland, and then like Disneyland out in California are fairly similar. I think that they're like almost the same park.
They are
Um,
very similar. I don't think that Disney World has that ride. So that's
okay.
why I'm not sure if like Tokyo would. And also just seeing like how they have made it more themed for the location that it's at would be really cool to see.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be a really interesting ride to be on. I don't know how I would. I think I would love it. I really do. I think I would love kind of being on my stomach and then like rushed around on a roller coaster. But I don't know if I would. Like I that's the thing is like I can imagine that, but it's just like is it a comfortable ride, right? Like am
Yeah,
I going to feel like I'm like trapped or squished in this mechanism to
yeah,
keep me safe?
that's fair.
Um and so, I can imagine that, part of me would really love this ride, but the comfort level kind of like plays into how I feel about like about the ride in general. So, um,
Yeah, that
yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
really cool.
But it is like a short enough ride, maybe that you'd be like, yeah, it's worth
Isn't
it.
but isn't that the case with like all roller coasters? You wait in line for like an hour, 2 hours sometimes for like a 30-second experience. Like it doesn't
Right,
it's like what was in like what was the purpose? Like why?
right.
And so I feel like yeah, I feel like I'm always underwhelmed by roller coasters
Hmm.
because they're so short. And the
Yeah.
wait is so long.
That's why you
Um,
just don't think about it.
I have to, especially at places like Six Flags, right? Because Six Flags does not do a good job at building up the ride, right? Like it doesn't
Oh,
lean in. So you go to Disneyland, you go to Universal, the line itself is an experience. And I
yes.
think that's the right way to do that because it's one of those things where um you're waiting there. Like your entire day is inlined. Your entire day is waiting.
Yes.
And you maybe get 10 minutes throughout the entire day. You maybe get 10 minutes on all rides, right? Like
Oh, yeah, see, I
your
don't wanna
ride
think about
meter
that.
fills up slowly. And yeah, you have about 10 minutes of actually having fun and 10 hours of waiting in lines. It's insane. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that yeah, if you're gonna have a roller coaster or you're gonna have a theme park, you have to have some sort of like immersion and like a part of that experience that really keeps the attention. And like at Six Flags, dude, you're just there, you're hot, you're sweating, and you're trying not to talk to anybody. Like you're just there and you're just like, this sucks.
That's
So
when it feels so long to wait,
it
is
does.
when, yeah, you're just stuck with, like, your thoughts and realizing how hot it is,
Yep.
and that your
Um
feet are tired.
yeah. And yeah, like Six Flags does things like adds misters to the lines, but it's like it's not what we
Oh,
want.
yeah, they do.
The only rides I think that they've done halfway decent job at is like Batman and Mr. Freeze. Because in those
Oh,
rides,
yeah.
like I mean, it's not even really immersion, but like the Batman ride at Six Flags, you feel like you're walking through like a park in Gotham into like some random part of Gotham, but there's nothing to really immerse you in it. It's just like aesthetic. Um,
Yeah.
which can be cool, but also at the same time, it's like you're not living for the ride. You're not enjoying that space. Um, But at like Universal, for example, the line itself is the experience. Like that is from start to finish, you are getting everything. And if you're paying attention, you're
Yeah,
getting
like
a
a story.
story,
Yeah,
you're getting everything. I love
yeah.
like the Simpsons land at Universal, right? Like you're waiting in line and you have screens with the Simpsons characters talking with you. Um, as you're in line trying to get to the ride itself. Which I think makes it worth it. So
Yeah. So with your glowing review of Six Flags, is that what your choice would be?
no. So my the one that I would teleport to would probably be I think Disney World. They have the Tron
Mm.
ride there.
Oh
Um
yeah.
and that's one of the rides that I would run to. I've never ridden it. I've only seen reviews of this ride. But the one thing that I think I would really enjoy is how different it is. Because instead of you being strapped into a seat with like the thing, you're on a
Right.
motorcycle. Like you're on the
Yep.
Tron bike
The
and
light bike or whatever.
a light bike, exactly. And it's one of those like it's different enough that I'm interested. I just also the comfort thing, but also you're on a bike. So it didn't look uncomfortable. Like in the videos
Yeah.
I've seen of it, it doesn't look uncomfortable. So that would probably be what I run to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And where is that? Is that Epcot?
I believe it's at
Can't
Epcot. Yeah.
remember. But yeah.
It's right there. I think it's in the main area, which would be Epcot, right?
Well,
I've
I
also
think that's
never been to Disney
easier.
World. So,
I think that's easier to get to than Disneyland Tokyo. So we should
okay.
make that happen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we were gonna do that this year,
Yeah.
and we decided against it. And instead, we went to Universal in Orlando, which
Mm-hmm.
is why there was no podcast because last week because we went to Universal and
We were gone.
we were out of here. It was a great time. Well, I
It
thought it was a
was.
great time.
It was
You know,
such a good time. And it
yeah,
wasn't just that we went to Universal Orlando. That's only one park. We went to three parks.
yeah, we went to Islands of Adventure and then we went to Epic Universe.
So
Um,
epic.
Out of those three, what was your favorite?
Oh, yeah, I was trying to when I was talking to a friend about it and I was trying to decide which was my favorite. Um, Probably Epic. I just liked how it was laid out. Like it was just easy to find things or uh transition from like one area to another. Um and it was some things that I'd never done before because it was all new. So,
Yeah.
um
You-
pr-
Was there anything that you
probably.
wished that you would have done that we didn't get to do?
I feel like there was one ride that I wanted to do, but we didn't. Maybe like the Hulk roller coaster. We didn't get to
Okay.
that one. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
and
because of the
probably
storm and lightning.
what?
Because of the storm and lightning, like the second we
Yeah,
got to the
yeah.
Marvel land, it was like, all right, now it's time to leave. And we like
I just-
sped
yeah,
walked all the way to the Uber.
we saw it.
Yeah, we're like, hey, what's up, Hulk? See ya.
And probably any of the rides in the Isle of Burke because we didn't do any.
Right.
So having more
We
time
did
there.
eat at the Isle of Burke though,
We
like,
did.
which was really cool. If you're a How to Train Your Dragon fan, honestly, it's one of those places that I would just recommend going to and looking at and experiencing. We ate at I don't remember what it was called, but it's essentially the big, the room in How to Train Your Dragon, like the big meeting room, right?
Yeah, where all the Vikings eat.
Yeah, and it was really cool to be in there and I mean the food itself was all themed well and it was
Mm-hmm.
delicious. I had the meatball. We had the meatballs, right?
We
And
did.
okay, do you think that those were just IKEA meatballs?
I was thinking about that the whole time.
They
That
were
they just
good.
had the meatballs, but like a different. gravy. Maybe.
I mean, I even think that the gravy was pretty close to being the IKEA gravy, and then they put the jam on it, and I was like, "This feels very IKEA. This, like this feels very
I
IKEA
mean,
right now."
it's a similar part of the world, I guess.
Yeah.
But they
Um,
were really good.
they were delicious, and that hash that came with it, the carrot and, like, I think it was yam or sweet potato or whatever, we tried to recreate it, after getting home. It
Yeah.
it was delicious, but it wasn't the same. So,
Yeah, I it was funny while I was, seasoning the one that I, like, made up, I
yeah.
accidentally dumped a little bit too much pepper in there, so I was like, "It ruined it." But it was still good, but yeah, it didn't taste the same, exactly
Yeah,
the
it was
same.
still really good. Yeah, but I don't think it ruined it. I think it was just different, you know?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of Epic?
Um, Definitely all of the Harry Potter areas just because I'm such a fan, and I felt like
Shout out
Universal
Hufflepuff.
did it justice.
Shout out Hufflepuff. Anyways, sorry, go on. Best house, all Hogwarts.
They just do such a good job with, like, immersion in those areas. I had been to the Orlando Universal before. I think when it was just Islands of Adventure. I'm sure the other park was there too, but I didn't hadn't gone. And there was only one Harry Potter area, and so it was cool that we got to go to like all three. So like all three parks have a Harry Potter area. Um,
Was that Diagon Alley? Was that the first one?
no, Hogsmeade
Hogsmeade was?
was the
Okay.
first. Yeah, because it has the Harry Potter castle. Um,
I
or
always
Hogwarts,
want
sorry.
I remember seeing when, like, that first opened up, I was like, "Man, I wanna go, but I'm never gonna be able to go." And, like, I thought that in my head, so,
Hmm,
um, I never went until recently, and, it was just I was teleported back to that thought process and that age, and I was just like, "This is fun.
you did
I'm
it.
here, like, I'm here for this. We made it." It's like, "Hey,
And
look, ma, I made it."
yeah, to-do, to-do,
Um
to-do. Um, but and also I liked too that they were creative with how to get from one park to another. So like two of the parks are right next to each other.
Yeah.
And going if you want to go from one to the other, you can take the Hogwarts Express and they make that into an immersive kind of like a ride. Um,
Right, that was really
and
cool.
I thought that was super cool. Like so creative to do it that way.
Yeah, my favorite part were the Dementors.
I knew it.
Um, no, I enjoyed it. It was really cool to see, like, how the experience on the train was different going from one park to the other and then going
Yes, I'm
back.
glad we did that.
Yeah, so, that experience going one way was like going from London to Hogwarts, and then it was going from Hogwarts back to London, and, it was just cool. I had to see how different that was. And yeah, that was honestly, like, bucket list check, riding the Hogwarts Express. It was really cool. And it was a quicker ride than I thought, but, like, the wait was never long. So,
Right,
you, like,
yeah,
got right on the train.
yeah,
Um,
very cool. What about for you? Like, what was your favorite park and your favorite area?
yeah, I think, my favorite park was definitely Epic, because, like, we've done Universal Studios in California, and I
Yes.
feel like Universal Florida was pretty close. It wasn't identical, like, there were definitely some differences, like, there was still
Mhm.
the Simpsons Land, like, you still had, like, some bigger things, all memorable there, like Transformers and whatnot, but, like, there was a Transformers ride, which in California doesn't exist. There was, I mean, we did the Jurassic oh my gosh, the Velocicoaster. That was
That
insane. We didn't I
was
think they have the Jurassic
crazy.
Park ride there, but we didn't do that. But we did the
Yeah, because
Velocic
we'd already done it.
right. Um, and that Velocicoaster was insane. Top 2 roller coasters of all time. Honestly, my opinion right now. Boom.
Yeah,
Um,
again, with the creativity. It had, like, surprises, which was
yeah,
crazy
and,
because 'cause
like,
I've
it
been on so
slowed
many roller
down, and then
coasters.
it sped right back up, and you were right back in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Or you'd
insane.
think you're going one way, and then it would be like, "Nope, we're going the other way." Like,
Yep, it, like,
so
juked you
creative.
out. That juke move that the roller coaster did where it was like, Nope, just
Yep,
kidding." I was like, just like, I did not expect that to come,
so
like, to
good.
happen. I expected to, like, because you don't get those, like, misdirects on a roller
No.
coaster ever. So, yeah, great engineering. Yeah, honestly one of the best roller coasters I've ever been on. Um, yeah, so Jurassic Park was fun. I Ministry of Magic, man.
Yeah,
I can't say it enough. Ministry of Magic was insane because you go one, it's a little bit like canon breaking, right? Because there's no way that you go from 1920s
yes.
Paris to like 2000s London. Doesn't happen. But it worked for the land and what everything. It worked.
Yes,
Like you
it
walk
did. They
through,
did a good
you
job.
get to the Ministry of Magic through Floo Powder, by going into a fireplace,
Mhm.
um, and you come out the other side at the Ministry of Magic, and immediately you are going from 1920s Paris to the Ministry of Magic, where Dumbledore and Voldemort had their duel, and
Mhm.
it's not like a small scale. This was like like, you were there. It was the same place. It was insane.
Yeah.
I loved it. Oh my gosh, the nerd in me, the Harry Potter nerd was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah, we were,
Um,
like, trying to figure out how they built it and stuff, like,
oh yeah, people
so
in the
cool.
line in front of us were like, this can't be real. This has got to be plating. Maybe it's 3D printed, blah blah blah. And they just had so many. I was like, this is concrete, polished, and painted. Easy. um, and yeah, it was pretty. I mean, we had that conversation with them in line, which was really cool.
Yeah,
And
that was fun.
yeah, I think Ministry of Magic is got to be like
Mm.
the experience that um I enjoyed the most there. But all of it was fun. One of the things that like I didn't plan for in Florida or Orlando was that every day, like clockwork, there's a thunderstorm that rolls through and then it's gone.
Yes.
And so um honestly, it was kind of a blessing in disguise because we were there, we were hot, we were sweaty, we were walking all day. Already got our steps in by the time the storm got there. So we went back to the hotel, took a nap, came back. And like we would go back to the park that night, and experience like the park at night.
Yeah, it was
Another
like a built-in nap time.
Yeah, and it was
It's
great because like
nice.
except for when we were like rushing through the Marvel section, because I felt like that storm was supposed to start at 4, and I got an alert on my phone that says, "Hey, just kidding, it started 10 minutes ago." And I was like, "What? Since when does the weather app joke with me on my phone?" And then we started walking, and as we're walking, lightning starts striking around it. I was like,
Mhm. It was
just get to
windy.
the Uber,
Yeah.
like, go to the Uber. Which we could have probably gone to City Walk, but I think everybody was trying to get to City Walk to, like, get
Yes.
out.
It was
Also, the World
crowded.
Cup was happening at the same time, so, the restaurants there were a little bit more stringent on, like, if you could stay and wait there, just because, um, it was World Cup and a lot of those facilities were full. Also felt bad for it was the
Yeah.
Brazil fans that were there because like they were playing that day and then like it was just massive groups, like this horde of Brazil fans. It was like walking around and I was like, "Isn't your team playing right now?"
Right.
And
Or like after the game, I was like, "How are they feeling now?"
right, I checked the score, like, we're in line, and there's just a line of Brazil fans, and I was like, "I wonder if they know." Because, like, I checked the score, they'd lost, and I was like,
Yeah.
"I wonder if they know." They had no idea. Um, but, yeah, I mean, Universal was fun, Men in Black ride, honestly, that walk through there was just really cool. I was a fan of Men in Black, so getting to
Yeah.
see some of that and kinda being in that world a little bit, like, that's where I think that Universal does it right. Is world building.
Yes.
Um, And I
So
think
good.
outside of Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, which I haven't been to, but I've seen videos of it. So outside of that, I would say that Universal does it better.
Whoa, shots
I,
fired.
I mean, you think about
Prove
it
us
though.
wrong, Disney. Send us
Does
tickets.
Disney doesn't immerse you the same way that Universal does. Um, like they do a good job, but like they build up the aesthetic around you to kind of immerse you in it, and then they have voice lines
Yeah.
that pop through from time to time as you're walking or like a song or something. Um, Universal, it's an entire production, and I think one of the biggest um, things that one of the best rides that I think is super slept on at Universal or Epic even was the Dark Universe. Um,
Oh, yeah.
Nobody was at Dark Universe. Like, I mean, there were people there, but like next to nobody was at Dark Universe. Everybody was at the Harry Potter land or the Island of Berk, but like nobody went Dark Universe. And while we were there, I couldn't help but think like this is done really well. That ride, the Frankenstein ride at Universal, um, you're walking into this massive castle and you get all of the old school like horror monster icons like the werewolf man or wolfman, the swamp monster, Dracula,
Yeah, creature
Frankenstein.
from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, you get all of that and it's like this is cool, but it's a story, and it's the story of like Frankenstein's granddaughter who's taking up the mantle with her own goal, and that's what the story is, and it's just really cool. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but um, honestly, that ride super slept on. We got right through there. It was almost like we were speed running the line because there was no wait.
Yeah.
Um, but and there was like a group behind us who was also speed running the line, but like I wanted to stop and like video a couple of things and like capture some content because there were parts of that line that were just like, man, I wish I could take more time in here. I
We're
wish there
telling
was
the
a line.
story.
Yeah, I wish there was a line so that I could actually get everything, so that I could watch and look and find those Easter eggs because there were a lot of Easter eggs in that
Yes.
line, and I think we only got a fraction of them, just because of how quickly we moved through it.
Yeah,
But
that's so funny to think about where like you're at an amusement park, you're always like, oh, I wish there was no line. But they do such a good job with the waiting areas that you're like, maybe I do want a little bit of a
yeah,
line
a
as a
little bit of a
treat.
line. Um, well, at Universal, the line doesn't bother me as much.
Yeah,
At any other theme
me
park,
either.
I'm like, nah, I'll wait. Like if I'm at Disneyland and like Star Tours has like a 2 hour line, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Um,
Whoa.
also, let's talk about this. How much of a waste of money is an express pass?
I feel like at least for our trip it would have been
Yeah.
because there weren't a lot of wait times.
Well, the express pass at Universal is not cheap. Like it was a $300 investment for an express pass,
That's
and that's
crazy.
aside from your ticket, right? So it's
Right.
like, how is this worth it?
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, I don't like the idea that I'm buying a completely separate multi-day ticket for the same park. Um,
Right.
and like if there was a ride that I think we really wanted to go on but didn't want to wait in the line, single rider lines exist.
Mhm.
And does anybody abuse? Like, let us know in the comments. Do you guys abuse or have you abused the single rider line? My brother and I, Josh, we would every time we went to an amusement park and there was a line like the Titan, we go to Six Flags, we want to ride the Titan. We'd look at the
Mhm.
line, we'd look at the single riders and be like, let's just do that. And so we would go
Yep.
single rider
See you
line.
in a little bit.
Like it didn't matter to us to ride the ride together, but we were having the same experience.
Right.
Um, I think the only time it matters to ride the ride together is when you're actually going to buy the picture from the ride.
Yeah.
So, um,
I mean,
yeah,
it was fun though, like, cause you and I, we didn't do single rider lines this time, So it was fun, like on the Velocicoaster, I could like hear you laughing because you were having such a good time. So
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah, which is great. Like, it's a good like, a great shared experience. But yeah, I think that when if you don't care about, like, those things, there's no reason to
Single
not
ride it up.
single write it up, yeah. Abuse that single writer line. Um,
Oh, but it, like I am glad that we didn't do the single rider line, especially for like the Hagrid's motorbike. That one was one of my favorite rides. Like I just remembered about that.
yeah,
Because that was really fun to do together, to be in
it
the
would've
same seat. I don't know.
oh, absolutely, because yeah, you're in the sidecar, I was riding the motorcycle, and I was like, "This is
Yeah.
cool," like, yeah, and it was a lot of fun. That was a great ride. Honestly, I didn't because they have that one at Universal in LA, and I've never actually ridden
Do
that ride.
they?
Yeah,
Oh.
I've never ridden it.
Oh yeah, I hadn't either.
Do they? Actually, I
I
might
don't
you know
think
what?
that
I'm
they
gonna fact
do.
check myself real quick.
I'm pretty sure it's just Florida. It would be cool if they did though. Um, because I remember hearing about it, and at the time that I heard about it was only in Florida. But it would be cool if they added it to California because it is such a good ride.
Oh, maybe it does not. Yeah, you're right. There was another ride then at LA that I was thinking about that I've never ridden, in
Mm.
that Harry Potter space. Whatever the ride is, maybe somebody who's watching knows. It's the ride outside of Hogwarts, like right across the way.
It's the Hippogriff ride.
Oh, see, you knew.
So
Yeah.
it's a small coaster. Like it's
Okay.
fun, but it's probably more geared towards like younger fans. Because it's not like a crazy coaster, but you do get to see like Hagrid's hut and Buckbeak is like around.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I I lost my train of thought. Anyways,
we'll have to
so
do it next time.
we'll have to. Yeah, we'll have to do it. Buckbeak, it would be really cool. But yeah, the Hagrid ride was a lot of fun. So,
Mm.
um, also, while we were there, the diarrhea parasite happened. It's happening right now. I guess they may have found like the source. I was
Oh,
reading online.
really?
I think they found the source of like where like the lettuce and stuff that
Mm.
this came from. Taco Bell has made a statement about the
What?
diarrhea lettuce,
Like for
and
reals?
they did. And so everybody's like, okay, we're
Dang.
back to having just regular diarrhea from Taco Bell now. Uh, and um honestly, like it's one of those like it's not just Taco Bell like was affected. It was literally everything, like produce in
Yeah.
general was affected with the diarrhea parasite. And it's been a week or two since I've had some produce. It'd been about a week. Um
Mhm.
I there was a moment there where I was like, do I have the
Do I
diarrhea
have
parasite? Like I was curious. I didn't know. So, because like it's such a big deal and part of me still wonders. So,
Yeah, we heard about it, and then a restaurant we went to go eat at gives you like a side salad, and I was like, I'm not eating that.
no, exactly. Like the side salad just move away from me for a second. Yeah, I was like, you know what? This is why I like to just eat meat. It's fine.
Or yeah, I'll have my processed foods. It's
Yeah,
fine that
happy.
I'm eating unhealthy right now.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
actually
want that.
safe.
I don't want the diarrhea parasite. Oh my goodness.
I'm looking out for my health by eating unhealthy food.
What what is the next ride that you want to go on?
The next ride, um, hmm. I have heard cool things about the Avatar ride at Animal Kingdom. So I think that would be really cool to go on. Um,
It's crazy
yeah.
that they put those avatars in a zoo like that.
You don't think they're paid?
No. You think you think they pay the lions and the tigers and the elephants that they got there? No.
They get paid with food.
People in jail get paid with food, all right? Like, it's not the same. It's like they're not making money, all right? Um,
I feel
yeah, I
like I
don't
can guess your next ride that you wanna go on.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Take a stab at it.
The Tormenta at Six
Exactly.
Flags.
That's the next one on my list. This summer, it's happening. The Tormenta just opened up
Ugh.
here, and it's supposed to have like one of the steepest drops in the world.
Mhm.
Um, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're
You won't
ready?
ride
Oh my gosh. I'm ready, but my body is not ready, I am pretty sure.
yeah,
So I don't know if I'll do it.
because you rode the Titan,
I
and you
did.
won't ride the Titan again.
No, that was so the first I had seen videos of people that would pass out on rides, and I'm like, this has to be performative. Like, there is no way. Like, what? But when I went on the Titan, I got tunnel vision and thought that I was gonna pass out. So I was like, my
And it
thrill
was
ride days are over.
it was on that decline, right? Where you go under the ground and then come back up? That's where you
Yeah.
started to black out? Okay. So, the first time that I rode the Titan, I had the same experience. Um, I so my it was like it shut my eyes for me. Had
Yeah.
tunnel vision. And then Josh and I got off that ride, and I was like, "Did this happen to you?" He's like, "Yep." And I'm like, "Let's do it again." And so we did. We got right back in the line. Single rider line, we did it again, and yeah, after a couple of times, it stopped doing it. So it's like, it wasn't a big deal.
I
Um,
guess it kind of happened a little bit on the Velocicoaster. So,
really.
yeah,
But would you ride the Velocicoaster again?
I don't know.
Come on. I'm gonna start going to these theme parks by myself.
There's other
I
rides I
know.
could go on while you're going on your fast rides.
Mhm, probably. Um, but yeah, the Tormenta I'm really excited for. My brother, who lives here in town, um, John, we want to go on that. So it's gonna happen.
I feel
Also,
like that's a good brotherly bonding moment.
yeah, yeah, I guess. You can sit there and watch. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'll get a snack. Watch y'all.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, it was a great time. I had a really great time at Universal. I'd
Oh yeah,
recommend it
I'd
to people
definitely
who
go
wanted
back.
to go. The one thing that I think that I really wanted to do that we didn't get to was at the island of Burke. They had these. It's a kid ride. Okay, it's a kid ride where it kind of feels like it's like the elephant ride at like Dumbo ride at Disneyland or like the
Okay.
magic carpet ride, but it's with dragons, and you get
Yeah.
to steer the dragon kind of like what you do affects how the dragon moves. Uh,
Mm.
it's a ride meant for kids, but these these dragons can do barrel rolls, and
Ooh.
I was watching a video, and there's this lady who's like the barrel roll queen. And she's like, when it starts, you've gotta rock one way slightly and then, like, shift hard, and she just does it the whole ride. 'Cause you
What?
only get 3 rotations on this ride
Oh, okay.
before the ride's over, and so she just barrel rolls the whole time, and I guess she holds the record for barrel rolls.
That's
And
crazy.
then we were listening to another podcast with the Carlin brothers, and they were
Yeah.
talking about how they tried to do it and couldn't do it, and they think they figured it out after the first their first attempt.
Mhm.
And I was like, I watched a video on this. I think I can do
You
it.
gotta do
And
a barrel roll.
I wanted to go on that just to do the barrel rolls. We didn't get to go on that ride. And I was a little not I wasn't upset, but I was just like, if there was one regret, it's that I didn't get to do that and try doing the barrel rolls. So,
Okay, okay.
yeah. So next
You
time.
wanted to break the kiddie ride.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. But
What a
yeah.
rebel.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
it's a blast.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
nice
a
to get out of town too.
it was nice to unplug, reconnect, hang up and
Yep.
hang out, you know? Yeah, it was great. So, yeah, I'm excited to do, Disney next time. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yep.
So,
We gotta do that
we
next.
al we also prepped for our trip to Florida by watching, a show, it's called It's Florida Man. If you guys haven't seen the show, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty great though. In it, there's a
That's
guy
funny.
who was because like we've heard about the gators, right? Like Florida has gators.
Mhm.
And there was a guy who or no, that was here in Texas where this happened. Purely a
Yeah.
Texas thing. Okay, so the It's Florida Man show had a guy who went swimming, lost his arm, and survived. Like he got
Survive.
out of the water and survived for days just laying on the ground while he's bleeding out. Like he has no arm. Um and ultimately he gets found and he's alive and they reunited him with the guy who found him. Um and it's yeah, kind of crazy. Kind of a crazy experience to like not just hear about, but like to witness the reenactment of.
Yeah,
But
and then, like, so it's so Florida of him that he was like, "I'll go back."
he's like, I want to do it again. And he like started to tear up and like cry about it. Like
Yeah.
he's like, you just don't understand. I want to do it again. And I'm like, why? Like, does not sound like a good
No,
time. Um,
let's do something
Subway,
else.
yeah, and he's like, part of me is always gonna be in that swamp. There's a bone of me in there somewhere. The gator may have ate it or not. You know, it's like, all right, it's Florida, man.
Yep.
But there was also another gator incident that happened that we heard about while we were on our trip, and it was one. I don't know where we heard about this, but I ended up looking it up, and it's like
Yeah.
real. Um, of a group of people, group of people out there partying on the lake. It was a lake, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, they were partying on the lake, and they were out at the boat dock, sitting in the bed of a truck, just drinking, and then the most Texas thing happened. The most Texas thing in the entire world. If you
The
were to
South,
hear,
man.
if you were to hear this, you would think that person's from Texas. Um, so they're like, this guy's like, I want to go swimming, and everybody in the truck is like, hey man, probably shouldn't do that. I think there's gators in there. There's gators in there. And he's like, man, fuck those gators. And he goes, he jumps in. I don't think he made it. I
He
think
did
that
not.
okay, yeah, I don't think he made it.
Nope.
But that is the most Texas shit I've ever heard. Just to have somebody go, man, fuck those gators. And that was the last thing he said. He jumped right in and immediately was swarmed with gators.
Sheesh, man.
They I guess some people like tried to help, but they were like, well, what do we do? Like,
Yeah, that would have been
it's not a
horrible.
gator, it's gators plural. You know, I'd stay out of that water. Those are dinosaurs, man.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
seen Jurassic Park.
Apex predator right there.
Yeah. And it's not like a shark. A shark you can punch in the face and it'll leave you alone. A
Mhm.
gator, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Nah. And like I see people like with gator farms and they like bond with the gator, and I'm like,
Nope.
why?
No, thank you.
Mama said gators are angry because of the medulla oblongata. You know, it's like, have you Waterboy? Have you seen it?
It's been too long.
But Mama said, yeah, yeah. Mama says, Mom, well, Mama, um, yeah, the
They're
gator,
bonding with their next meal. They're just
yeah,
figuring out what are you
they're
gonna
just
taste
waiting
like.
until they're old enough to eat you, which I
Mhm.
think low key cats do as well.
No.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's
Hot take.
not a hot take. I'm pretty sure I read this somewhere that like cats wait less time than dogs to start eating. If like if
Oh, yeah.
their owner passed away in the house,
Mhm.
a cat almost immediately will start eating the human. Uh,
Mhm.
a dog will wait because they loved that human, but eventually when they're not getting fed, they will then start eating the human.
Hmm.
So it's
The cat's like, can't let this go to waste.
exactly. And so I think that gators in the same vein there are waiting until they're old enough to just
Hmm.
take a little nibble, let's have a little snack. What's a finger or two,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want
we
that
got we got
hand.
10 of them.
Like I saw you cooking earlier. Your hand smells like it. I'm gonna eat it. So, yeah, it's just I feel like you're asking for trouble if if you
Hmm.
if you're raising a gator. So, but I think
They're
that's the same
wild
way about
animals,
snakes.
man.
I used to love snakes. I don't anymore. So, people with snakes, I'm like, I think you're asking for it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, but there is a benefit to snakes, like they'll
Oh
eat
yeah.
rats or mice on your property, things like that. But
Hmm.
I don't want one.
I don't know,
Yeah,
as a
I
pet,
got pest
no.
control. I got a guy I call. He comes and sprays around my house.
It's good enough.
I don't need to resort to a snake crawling around. So, anyways. Well, Eden, thank you. This has been a great episode.
Thank
I've had
you. It was fun to like reminisce on the trip, on how much fun we had.
It was. Yeah, I think I can't wait for the next one. You have another trip coming up soon, but not too soon.
Hmm.
So we'll still have a couple of these podcasts before the next trip happens. And then
Yeah.
I have a trip shortly after that. Uh
Yeah. So much
that
can
may or may not
happen.
happen. It's up in the air right now, but it's possible. So um yeah,
Cool, cool.
I think we got a few more of these before we go on trips again. And even when we're on trips, like I'll probably do a solo podcast or
Oh, all
have
right.
find a guest or somebody for that. But you know, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. And yeah. Anyways,
Sounds
thank
like
you
a
so much.
plan.
I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Thank you for sharing your time with us. This has been great.
Yeah.
Um,
Tell us about your favorite ride.
yeah, let us know in the comments what's your favorite amusement park? What's your favorite ride? Which one are you running to? If you could teleport anywhere right now. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Be good, do good, and call your mom. We'll see you next week.
Bye.